I didn't fully level up last chance.
Oh, I did. Oh, shit! I forgot to do my character. Yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
my god,
log
I
in.
forgot to. Holy shit, I gotta get upstairs.
But
Thank
yeah,
you for
do you
the
think
reminder.
the Phantom Steed ritual or water breathing would be more useful?
Water breathing, because remember we have that water area.
Ah, yes.
Yeah.
The
We
other
need to,
thing I could do is
Launch
like
level
haste,
1.
but
but
yeah, water
that
breathing.
water
Good.
breathing could come in handy right now. If y'all want to do
And
that, which I really want to, but if y'all want to.
I'm all about it. Cool. I don't trust myself holding haste right now. 'Cause we are several levels off from me getting Resilient Con. Yeah. Why did you freeze? Cool. You did. You did.
I gotta figure out what spells I need besides shield.
Let's see. Find familiar, but you have your homunculus for that.
Yeah, I'd be
And
double and tripling up on.
bonus actions.
Yeah.
Absorb elements is always good.
I've never used it because I've never been in the
Yeah,
position where I needed it.
where you need the
I'm getting shield, definitely. Should I piss
yeah,
off Lou and get silvery
silvery.
barbs?
Depends on how quickly you want to blow your first level spells on reactions.
Oh, my first level spells are pretty much gonna be just shield.
Yeah, yeah.
Because I mean,
Tasha's Hideous Laughter is pretty solid. It's a favorite of mine.
wow, it's counting my two cantrips from Artificer as part of my 4 of my 5 that I'm allowed to do. Oh no, wait, that's 4 out of 5. You only get 3 at first level,
Three
right?
first level, yeah.
Okay.
Correct.
So I'm doing Prestidigitation, Mage Hand, and Mold Earth because I've got Firebolt as my go-to.
Nice.
Ray of Sickness. I figured Followed Cloud Shield. Should I do Tensor's Floating Disc or no?
I got Tensor's Floating Disc.
Comprehend Languages?
I got Comprehend Languages. Fog Cloud, did you say?
Yeah, I was thinking Fog Cloud because that means...
Yeah.
Let's see.
I only see 2 of you in the roll 20. Are you?
I'm about to be in there. 1 sec.
Oh, okay.
Earth Tremor is going to be good for me.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Magnify Gravity. I haven't done that one.
That sounds cool.
It's from the
Yeah. Voldemort.
Dungeon Master's
Gravity.
Consent is it's typically reserved for Graviturgy Wizard.
Yeah, yeah. That's what I've always read.
Yeah, no graviturgy spells.
No worries.
Oh,
I just thought that was funny that they put that in the note.
right.
Yeah, because they know he didn't
They're so
balance
fun
anything.
though. I mean, they're so fun.
So Earth Tremor, Ice Knife, Shield, Fog Cloud. Chromatic Orb? Nah, because I'll be up front. I'll do Jump. Because that might be able to get me out of sticky situations.
Longstrider?
Yeah.
What about Longstrider?
I don't see that one listed. It might be that I've already got that as an artificer, so...
Oh.
I was like, I don't see it. Oh,
Featherfall is always good.
artificer.
True.
Gift of Alacrity.
It's weird.
Oh, that's
Mikey,
Chronergy.
Mikey doesn't usually miss or just not show up. It's weird.
Right. I can shoot him a message.
I already
Maybe I should
messaged him.
Maybe I should take silvery barbs.
Everyone loves silvery barbs.
Yes, take silvery barbs. It comes in handy so freaking much. I wish I had it.
That's how I know what spells need nerfs, the ones that everyone takes
Everybody
in multiple
takes.
games.
Yeah.
Like, silvery barbs definitely needs a nerf. Not that it's
Um,
overpowered, it's just ridiculously good for a first level.
I want to
Yeah.
say
Yeah.
that didn't it just get a rewording though? Like they did an updated version for the new guidebook.
2024?
Possible.
I'm fairly certain. I had
I'll have to check it out. I hope so, because it definitely needed one.
well, a bunch of the spells got like rewording and kind of got redone in the new like updated book they just put out on
Yeah.
D&D Beyond.
Yeah, I have, like, I didn't pre-order on Beyond, so I'm just waiting like everyone else.
Oh, I've got it. I'll share my link with everybody so they can check out my book or the book. I made a campaign so people who were on the fence or really weren't planning to do it could actually jump in the book and look at it.
Oh, well, what did they say about silvery barbs? Is it
I
in
don't
there?
know. I'm about to give you guys the link so you can join my campaign.
I actually joined the campaign already.
Yeah, you did. DM Raven's character.
I just have not really read through the book yet.
There you all go. Sources, Player's Handbook. Where are the spells?
Sources.
Wizard.
Let's see. Spells. Where's spells?
Go to
What
Wizard.
did I see? Spells.
Yeah,
Spell
put it into the.
descriptions. Can I do a search? I guess I can go by letter. Let's do silvery barbs. S. It's a good spell, it just needs some tuning.
I'm not seeing it on the Wizards list.
Wow.
First level.
Did they make it? No, it's not showing up at all. So maybe they just,
Yeah.
they probably just didn't reword it. So where did they reword it? Or is Nate just making stuff up?
It didn't come from the regular Player's Handbook, so it might have not just been included.
Oh.
So for let's see here. D&D Free Rules 2024. They redid. I don't know if they redid that one specifically, but they redid a whole bunch of the existing or rewording of the spells in the new free rules or whatever.
Yeah, well, I know the 2024 new books redid a bunch of the spells, but I don't think Silvery Barbs is in there.
Oh, my bad. I mean, there was a lot.
Yeah, it might. I mean, it is like a supplemental, so maybe they'll do it later.
1 second. I'll be right back.
Although, I kind of wish they would have just redid them all. Well, I guess we could get going and maybe Mikey will show up. It's just really weird, like I said, for him to just not be here.
I'll give him a call. 1 second.
Hopefully everything's okay with him.
Agreed.
Someone can play him if they want. I'm starting to lean towards if you miss the game, your character's automatically playable. Because I feel like it's been harder to... It's harder for the groups when they lose access to some of their resources just because someone misses.
Yeah,
So,
it can be.
Rather than like trying to adjust it, I'm just going to say if some people miss, someone can play their character.
Sorry, your character died.
I mean, that's it. That's kind of the risk you take. but hopefully no characters die.
Mikey will be here in a few minutes.
Oh, okay.
Yay.
He
Well-
is hopping in. Sounded like he was doing things.
Kinky.
Doing things. All right. Well, we should probably just get stuff rolling. I don't think anyone's missing. However,
First.
well, he's coming later. He said.
Yeah.
Does this character have a sixth person?
No. Our group does not have 6 people.
No, that's why when you said fifth people, the fifth player is coming later, I thought you meant you got another one because Spurs is number
I guess technically. Well, no, Nick died. Technically, we were supposed to have Stilton Sharp.
Yep.
The old guy who was played for one session.
4. Yep, that's
Uh,
Nick again.
Who is your other character? Was it Ikidon the Wise?
Iki Dun the Wise and Tearsil.
Got 3 characters. Let's see. We could probably get one of these guys as your 6th until we get another player. Do you have a wish to play either of them, Oswin, or does anyone want to play a second character?
I can. But my
Yeah,
buddy
if you
just
want.
told me I need to go to the bathroom. But yeah, we can level them up and beat them up or whatnot.
Oh, we have Crew Bari, too, who played for a few games.
Hello, Mikey.
What's up, guys?
Hey, Mikey.
Overslept.
I sent you a Discord message whenever you get a chance.
Be right back. Sorry, bathroom.
So yeah, we have Crew Bari, we have Ikidon, and we have Tearsil. Do you guys have a preference on which one of those you might want to bring back in?
Wait, we talking about our last person joining?
Yeah, the Soul Knife, the Rogue. We have a Rogue who's level 5. We have a Divine Sword, Soul Sorceress, level 1. Tearsil, that would be leveled up. And we have a Horizon Walker Ranger, level 3. So any of those characters are kind of floating around in the world, still helping the group. Because basically I'm
I think
leading.
it's.
Or go ahead.
I was gonna say. I think it's up to Oswin.
Well, whoever wants to play the extra character, if Oswin wants to do it, that's fine. But if someone else wants to, because I'm just leaning towards having each group with 6 characters, just for consistent power. I can roleplay the characters outside of combat. It would just be for combat that you'd be playing them. So we have a few. But anyway, let's do the recap and then we can talk more about it.
Cool.
Is everyone here? Do I have 5 now? I think
Yeah.
so.
Or wait.
4, not including you.
Yeah.
Alright, because our last one is on the way. Or he said he'd be a little late, right?
That is, I believe, what he said.
Oh, yeah, there it is in the main chat. Alright. So it is going to be Bean's turn to scribe this week.
Cool. I can do that.
Excellent. And we have Oswin as the previous scribe. Oswin.
I think he said he's just stepping away for a moment.
I stepped away for a moment. Okay. So the
What session number is this?
this is session 35.
Alright.
Another option we could do is try to bring in an NPC as your sixth person, one of the people in the group, in the background.
Let's bring in Gurglow.
The problem with Gurglow is he's a large character, which is going to make it really hard for him to go anywhere that isn't large.
I mean,
That would be the biggest issue.
I could shrink him during combat, but he'd be squeezing everywhere else. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure I'm going to have him leave the camp and just be a contact of the group, because there's a lot of places the camp would have to go that he couldn't go. It's kind of the issue with having anything besides medium-sized people with you. But you can still have him as an ally, he just couldn't necessarily be with the camp.
Alright. I mean, yeah, we got 2 of the ogres, so that... I mean, that shrinks our camp by 2, and what we can carry by, 600 pounds or something?
Yeah, I mean, they, like I said, you could still be training them to do magic, and you could probably send them on missions and such. They just couldn't necessarily stay with the camp because of the fact that it would have to go places that they couldn't go easily.
I see. So just not at all times within the camp. I'm guessing you're saying.
Yeah. So if you're like out in nature or something, you could assume they'd be with the camp.
Okay.
But
All
if
right.
they're
Cool.
if you're like in underground like you are now, then you'd have to say, well, you left them somewhere.
Okay.
So
All
you
right,
probably wouldn't want to put them towards carrying stuff just because they couldn't be permanent camp members. So you would have to get more laborers at some point. Though we could probably, yeah, they're complicated because they're, like I said, not medium sized. Did we get Oslo back or Oswin back?
No, I left.
All right, could I get a recap from you of last week's game?
Never. So we got lucky with a capital lucky. That golem became activated and we gave it all our best and took a whole lot worse. I don't remember much beyond trying to hit it with some spells and then with my fists, but I was pretty good at dodging until it hit me once. And once was all it needed. Sarge just saying that Punishment Hound seeing the punishment that Hund took, gave me the new respect out for our new large friend. And I am staggering with my words. I apologize. And Beans did a great job of hitting it as well. At one point, I couldn't help but laugh. Beans and Toadleaf both hit it with the same spell, Chromatic Orb, and then attacked it from the same side. So no shit, the Stone Golem had a pair of huge flaming balls. But like I said, took one hit from Mr. Granite, and boom, I was down and out. Next thing I remember was Toadleaf shaking me awake after giving me giving me my healing potion. He said it was dead. I mean, no kidding, it was stone, so it was never really alive, but I kept my mouth shut. So I groggily got up, made some adjustments to a gadget, and then used magic to get both Beans and Hund back up on their feet. We discussed what to do next, and it ended up being that Hund and Toadleaf would continue to rest while Beans and I went out to go get Demi, the controller, up and running. And from what I understand from the other two, the rest did some minor repairs, and Toadleaf hid with shame, unfortunately. Much different with Beans and I. We ran into an archaeologist that Blackwater hired and her 2 goons. All 3 of them look like elves, but I wouldn't put it past Blackwater's cronies to use magic to distract and misdirect. We got into one of those weird, polite interrogation conversations with her, and being exhausted, I did the dumb thing and let slip that we were working for the Blood Hands. That the meeting was coming soon. Beans redirected the conversation, then annoyed them until they left up that passage north of the vault. Instead of going to work on Demi, like Akrid was already doing, we went back to the others and quickly filled them in. We talked options and decided to go to Chaur Hun, being new around here, had a lot of questions. We finally convinced him to join us in going back to town. Since he wanted repairs and Beans wanted to talk to certain people, and I just misspelled people, I joined Hun for the market while Toad Leaf and Beans went around their dealings. While Juan didn't say much about the fight because Mikey wasn't there, the fight seemed to hit Leaf really hard. He didn't speak much afterwards. I hope our little buddy can snap out of it. The funk soon. We will need all hands on deck for this upcoming meeting. MVP was Toad Leaf.
All right, thank you for that recap. So, yeah, as I was saying, we have 5. Does someone want to play a 6th character in the group? We have probably Krubari, Ikidon or Tearsil would be good for. Those are the 3 kind of old characters we have right now.
Yep. I have no problem playing them or anyone else playing them. I just don't have the artwork. I was waiting on the artwork for that, and then just said, "Screw it, let's go with the." I can do jury rig artwork for right now, though.
Well, all the characters have artwork and tokens. I think whichever one you choose would just have to be leveled up. So we have a Soul Knife Rogue, a Horizon Walker Ranger, or a Divine Soul Sorcerer.
What are people's opinions?
I say you pick one of your favorite characters, Oslin, and play them. So you have some good characters you created.
Yeah.
Mikey?
As long as you're up to that.
I don't have a preference at all.
Okay, so give me a few minutes to level up Torsil, the dwarf.
Sweet.
Alright. Tearsil, the Divine Soul Sorcerer.
Oh, he's actually going to be Divine Soul /
Alright, so
Celestial.
When we last left off, you had spoken to Sithril and sort of finished up with that, and I think, let's see, what time was it? It was 8 a.m. on the 20th. Now, I believe the 21st is when the meeting is supposed to happen.
Yeah.
So, what do you all want to do? So at this point, did you go see Sithril just after you rested, or the night before?
We haven't. It would have been the night before.
Okay, so at this point, you're all back, rested, and leveled up. At you.
Oh, we leveled up.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're 6. I couldn't find the character sheet for Tearsil, so I'm breaking out Ikidon, so don't worry about it. I'm going to keep rolling him.
Retired
Yeah, I clicked on it. And the only thing that came up was the artwork. So I've got no problem
I have
doing
to give you
either one.
control, that's why. So let me do that. Oswin. There, you should see him now.
And we're waking up at the which tavern?
I believe this group was at the... I mean, you could be at either one, but I think you
Maplewood.
were staying at the Maplewood.
Matt, could you do a dwarf artwork?
Yeah.
Just because the one I have is a temporary art. It's not good.
Yeah.
Caster. But yeah, I believe you were at the Maplewood Inn. Although I can search my notes really quick.
That sounds right. I know. Beans likes the Maplewood. It sounds
Totally
much more.
actually in the forest. So yeah, Toadleaf's in the forest still.
So he slept outside the city?
Yeah, he stayed out there.
Let me roll something. Forests are not the safest place. Do you have survival?
I don't think he does.
No.
No. No.
He just kind of slept in the tree next to the forest.
Yeah.
He was out of it, so that made sense.
All right. No, you. Nothing bad happened to you outside the walls. You wake up fine.
Good. All right.
All right. So it is the morning of the next day. I assume the rest of you are at the Maplewood. Is Toadleaf going back to meet up with them, or is he just staying out here for now?
Oh, that morning, yeah, he would have probably went back
All right.
through and
Goes back into town and meets with them. So you're all at the Maplewood along with your camp. What do you want to do?
Well, I believe, friends, do you have any thoughts before I start talking?
Nope.
Cool. Have we sent out invitations yet? Have we checked in with the mayor?
We probably should. We haven't done that since we got
Cool.
back up.
And the conversation with Cithril, do we need to talk with her anymore?
We probably should update her to let her know that we've done stuff down below.
Great. I like that plan. Where do we want to start? Mayor? It seems we would be able to, yeah.
All we need to do with Cithril is just let one of the people there know.
Cool.
So if we pass Mr. Bare Chest, we can have him informed.
Yes.
I still don't know about this, Tirsil says. The Bloodhand are thieves, not the most well-intentioned of folk.
I do, Tirsil, you are absolutely right. I think it's important to keep in mind what we're trying to do here, and we're not specifically working with the Bloodhands or any other faction, but we want to bring peace to Chaur and end the siege on these people.
But aren't we working with them to find a way into Blackwater's estate?
We did a job for them. I wouldn't say we're working for them.
Just as well. It seems like we've been more kind to them than any of, than Blackwater anyway.
Well, for the time being, right? Like, not going to know until we have our meeting.
Yeah, we've heard lots of rumors out there, and I hope this meeting allows us to find facts.
The meeting is tomorrow, yes?
Yes.
So what's our plan for the day?
Collect our payment from Cithril and talk to the mayor and see the status of everything else that's going on. And then beyond that, I suggest I would want to return to the halls of Tarsus. I don't trust that, or maybe explore these underground caves more. But we ran into Blackwater's people down there. We can also talk with Blackwater if anybody wants. But I say we talk with the mayor and Cithril and then head to the halls of Tarsus.
Alright, so you have some breakfast, talk to your group a bit, and you said then you're heading down?
I think we're going to head over towards the mayor's office and Bloodhand base.
Alright, so which one are you going to first? Mayor's office?
Oswin, did you suggest we hit the Bloodhand base first because that would be quicker?
Sure, because we just need to let people know, so
Yeah.
we don't.
Alright, so the group travels to the Blood Hand base. Let me see something.
We should, or well, do we have a way to communicate? Where is our Toad Leaf and where's the little devil?
Acrid
He's
probably still
busy.
working.
I'm
Yeah.
right behind you. You did not see me here.
I did not. Sorry, you were so tiny.
It's good to see you again, Toadleaf, Tirsil says. I know yesterday you seemed a little bit out of it.
I took a little bit of time for myself, but I do feel better now.
And the little imp creature, he says with a little bit of contempt in his voice. Is he with you, or is he still down below working on the project?
I have not had any contact with him. I think he's still down there, working on the little project.
He nods. He says, well, I'm glad you're feeling better in any case. So you are kind of talking as you're walking over to the base. You arrive and are quietly allowed access. The area fairly abandoned. As far as you could tell, no one has been following you. But it doesn't seem like Sithril is here today. Instead, you encounter Neil. And he says, what can I do you for, friends?
I believe we found a. Is it safe to talk here?
He says, no one here but you all and I. Well, and all the thieves in the other room. The assassins and mercenaries, but they're not involved in this conversation. So they're mostly safe. You know.
I believe we were able to find a way through the halls of Tarsus.
He says, yes, Sithril said something about that. Not a way to Blackwater's doorstep, but at least cleared the way for our scouts.
You did. I don't think you told us to get all the way to Blackwater's doorstep.
So it's not directly, but it could be interpreted as part of finding a way through the halls of Tarsus. Still, what is your point in this?
We also ran across some of Blackwater's people down there.
And did they get away, or did you, take them out?
They did return to Blackwater's base.
Unfortunate. Well, that's, at least you didn't see any of us, or they didn't see any of us, I guess.
Yeah, they just saw us, and they might know that, well, yeah. I'm concerned. They wanted the,
Sithril mentioned you were tortured.
Yeah.
He says, how did they torture you exactly? Just out of curiosity.
They started slowly ripping pages out of books in the library. It was awful.
Give me a persuasion or deception.
They were stealing my knowledge.
This is not the most horrid thing I've heard from torture. I feel as if you could have held out and maybe just let a few books get ripped.
I wouldn't expect your simple mind to understand.
You really expect to talk to a child like that and tell a child what he deems as torturous and not?
He says, "Yup."
Just go. Huh?
There's an uncomfortable silence.
Anyways, we should.
Like, I didn't know you guys would be okay with child torture, but all right.
He says, well, anyway. So yeah, what do you guys want exactly? You need some more stuff to do?
We were mostly just letting you know. We thought we would keep your group informed.
He says, "Didn't you tell Cithril yesterday?"
Ah, I must have forgot. I've been scarred by,
By the books being ripped up.
yes.
He looks at Juan. He says, "Yeah, it sounds terrible." Well,
thank you. Yes.
thank you
Are we-
for checking in and letting us know a second time what we already know. We appreciate that.
Are we going to be getting paid for our services?
Oh, were you not paid yet? How much do we owe you? Let me see. Where was that deal?
And Neil, if you wouldn't mind throwing the kid a little extra for getting tortured.
Says you really gonna stay on that, huh? Give me a persuasion check.
Oh my god.
But
He's too nuts.
Neil,
Trying
it
to
also
get that
might be
in.
worthwhile for you to keep an eye on who's coming and going in that area in the library. These people seem pretty interested in the library, and I don't want them stealing my knowledge. That all belongs to me.
Says, well, I'll see what I can do, little guy. Don't you worry your little head about it, and I'll protect your books as best I can.
Thank you.
Proceeds to burn all the books.
Yeah, get back. They're all just burned. All right.
So, how much is he paying us?
That's what I was looking for. I thought I had it in my notes, but I'm having trouble finding it. Let me try search for payment. Let's see. No, that's not it either. So I'll say I don't suppose you guys have it recorded.
I was just looking for that as well. I do not, unfortunately. It looks like it would have been. I don't know. I just changed it.
About 5 or 6 sessions ago.
Yeah, that's where I was looking. I was just searching for like keywords. Wonder if I forgot to record it.
16th of fall, 11:57. And it would have been July 14th. That would have been.
Okay. Donations. Okay. Bunch of treasure stuff that you guys got. All right, so I'll say he gives the group 800 gold pieces.
Sweet.
He says, as promised, I think.
And what about a little extra for the kid there, Neil?
He just sighs. He says, I think beans will be fine.
I'll put that in our camp inventory.
He says, but yeah, I was already organizing some scouts to go continue the work. So you guys are good. Thank you for doing that for us.
Thank you.
He says, just out of curiosity, if things don't go well at this meeting, I assume you still have our back, right?
You'll have the back of anyone who wishes to work in harmony
He nods.
for the peace of Chaur.
He says, yeah, we're all about harmony. Alright, so what does the group want to do?
Well, I was wondering if anybody would be opposed to splitting up that coin 5 ways.
Sure.
So we all get 160.
Sure.
Sounds good to me.
Okay.
Although one of your people isn't here, so you just want.
That's what I'm saying. Like, we just have to remind them to take their share, because that's 5 ways.
Cool. Take the 800 out.
Tirasil says, "I'm not getting a cut of this."
Ooh. Shit.
Oswin says, "You weren't there. You needed to be there."
He says, "Fair enough. I guess I was operating within the town. Though I will say I was still helping the group." He says, "Maybe moving forward I can get a cut of things. Since I'll be, traveling with you again."
That
Yep.
seems fair.
He nods and goes in for a handshake with, I guess, Juan. Everyone kind of thinks of Juan as the de facto leader.
I shake his hand and say, "Of course, Tirasil. We're always glad for your help."
He says, "Do what I can. As you said, it's all about the harmony and preservation of Chaur and its people."
I'm gonna give Tirasil 20 gold from my pocket and say, for the help that you've, given so far, I feel it is unfair that you don't get a share, even cut of this, but perhaps this may assuage some of the fears.
He says, "Oh, it's very kind of you. I mean, most of the money I will be donating to the church and to the rebuilding of Chaur, but I still do appreciate anything you can give to help out the community."
Well, if you're going to be giving it to the city, perhaps when you make a donation, come find me.
Of course. Alright, and you're leveling him up for me, right, Oswin?
Yep.
Okay. So yeah,
And Matt's making a
new picture.
character
Yeah.
picture. Yeah.
Alright, so it's probably, let's see. It's probably about, I'll say, 9:30 a.m. after all this talk and travel. What do you want to do next?
Do we head to the mayor now?
That is probably for the best.
Yes, by all means, let us speak with her in preparation for tomorrow.
Alright, so you, as usual, are admitted to the town hall barracks.
Did the Bloodhound know about the meeting yet?
Yes.
They haven't
Okay, cool. Great.
mentioned it to you, but I think you guys told them about it. And they said they would send people.
Great.
Because you wanted to do the meeting on neutral ground, right? Somewhere outside the city?
And then the mayor asked us to do it inside the city.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh, wait, that's why. Alright. So you go to the mayor's office. She welcomes you. She says, "Hello again, friends. I'm glad to see you.
Hello, Mayor. How are you today?
Well, I've been busy, but I've also heard some, well, I don't know if I'd say disturbing, but maybe a little bit unsettling information from some of Blackwater's people. I've heard that you were spotted underneath the city, and that you said you were working for the Blood Hand."
Yes, we were conducting a mission, gathering some more insider intel for the Blood Hand. That is correct.
She says, "I thought, well, I guess I didn't realize you were actually working with them. I thought you were more working beside them, or just setting up this meeting, but not actually a part of their plans."
When we've tried to speak with, and get in close and gather information for all the parties involved, and gather some information to be revealed to everyone tomorrow. So that way, if it's more ammunition for us to be able to discuss these things and talk about it for the peace of Chaur.
Give me a
It's been-
persuasion. She nods and says, well, what exactly were you doing for them, if you don't mind me asking?
Killing monsters.
They were also inquiring a way to get into Blackwater's estate.
I was killing monsters.
She says
And
to get into his estate.
it seems that there is a route that might possibly get into Blackwater's estate, and they wish to find a way in order to settle this dispute between themselves. They wish to get back at Blackwater and
Actually, before I continue playing her, I'm gonna say she didn't say anything about them encountering you below. That she just said she heard you were working for the Blood Hand. So it sounds like Blackwater did not tell her about any of the tunnels below the town.
Okay, then I'm not going to mention it either.
Okay. So if she says, what are you doing for the Blood Hand, what would you tell her?
I'm going to say we are working with them currently to help find their fears against this Blackwater character. Like I said, it is ammunition that we wish to bring up tomorrow during the meeting. They have all these grievances, and what they say: keep your friends closer, but your enemies, or keep your friends close, but your enemies closer. We're just trying to gather some information to be able to reveal it and discuss it out in the open with everyone, so we can end this silly charade that is putting the city of Chaur at risk.
Gathering information on Blackwater?
And the Blood Hand. By working with them, we can see what their actual inner true desires are.
Give me a deception. She says, well, what did you find out about them? She says, I know you, correct me, I believe you did mention about the Iron Tide, right? And their claim that Blackwater hired them and then didn't pay them?
Correct. And it seems the Blood Hand was also betrayed by Blackwater. So
she says, how were they betrayed?
Apparently there's some vault or something that they were investigating, trying to get into, and each one of them had a piece part of the key, and Blackwater betrayed them and took all the keys for himself, but failed, and it's a story, we'll say that, but hopefully, again, this meeting tomorrow will help us come to the core root of the truth and see who is willing to move past this and work together.
Give me another persuasion check. She says, well, I suppose that makes sense. It just was a little bit concerning to hear that you were working with the Blood Hand. I assume you know how I feel about them.
I do, Mayor.
There's still a lot of claims going around about what Blackwater did and how this is mostly his fault. They're just coming from sources that I don't fully trust. Though I do trust you, Juan. I feel like you've been very much straight with me.
And, Mayor, there is reasoning for this, and I'm going to show this to you just to have your trust for the short time being. I pull out and I ask the mayor not to show anybody, but I show her my Crimson Blade papers and say this is part of the reason why we're investigating these groups.
All right, like from your background, your connection to the Crimson Blade?
Mm-hmm. And I have, the paperwork and the insignias that I carry on saying that I work for him.
She says, oh, I didn't realize you were with the Mage Hunters. She says, your group has quite the reputation. My father dealt with them quite a bit while establishing New Chaur. They helped protect the land and dealt with some disturbances in the area, magical ones.
So I hope this goes to show you that we are indeed taking this threat seriously and trying to come up with a resolution to help Char. This is for the people, and I hope you trust us when we say that, Mayor.
She nods. She says, just out of curiosity, what do the mage hunters, what's their interest in Chaur and what's going on here? Is there something
I will say
magical afoot?
there has been some reports of some possible unregulated magic in this area, and it was only rumors. So, but sometimes rumors have shreds of truth in them. So I was sent to see if there was something peculiar going on in the area. And part of the research and part of working with these factions is indeed proving fruitful in that endeavor.
Now, I don't think how many of you knew that he was with the Crimson Blade, or is this a
Yes.
revelation to any of your characters?
Tirso would probably be the only one that wasn't.
I think I knew.
Yeah, I think I as well.
Everybody else knows, and everybody knows that I'm also a changeling.
And
But-
I would also want. Oh, go ahead. Yeah, my bad.
And Doru knows, because
So
I had to question him
Romano?
about every.
So I guess give me deception or persuasion.
It doesn't matter.
And Mayor, as you know, I'm also from the Phoenix Guild. The Blackwater name carries a lot of weight with it. And there are many people who keep their eyes on such a powerful family.
She says, I know Beans. I know Patience Blackwater, and her seat on the council is the second highest in the land. As well, I'm glad you were able to get some more information on the goings-on. I'd be curious to hear more, though I imagine you probably want to wait till maybe the meeting to discuss it.
That would be correct, Mayor.
Well, I'm glad
How are all the
to...
arrangements going? How is the festival setup going? Is there anything you can help with that?
So no, the festival is going well. The planning's going well. The festival itself is until tomorrow, obviously, but there's no need for help. We have enough money to set up food and festivities. Luckily, a couple of the new caravans brought in some trade now that the city isn't being sieged anymore. So we're okay.
So Lou, the caravans are here currently, Lou?
So there is one here right now, yes.
Okay. All right.
There's one in town. It's not a huge one, but there's some new traders and some new people visiting Chaur. She says, well, I'm glad you stopped by and cleared that up with me. I was a little bit worried, not knowing what you were doing or why you were working with the Blood Hand.
We wouldn't deceive you, Mayor.
She says,
You're one of the few people I do actually trust in this Forsaken City, Mayor.
well, I appreciate you saying so. Alright, well, if there's nothing else, I will talk to you tomorrow at the meeting.
I'm looking forward to it.
Alright, now I believe you said you set up the festivities as a distraction, right? That's why you were doing that?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That way we can have like the Blood Hand and Iron Tide and stuff.
Yeah,
come
to
in
get the
and
Iron
we-
Tide in the city without people freaking out.
Pretty good plan too.
Alright, so what does the group wish to do? It's about 10:30 now.
Should we go smelt some gold?
Or
But
you said you wanted to go back to
go ahead.
You said you wanted to go back to the halls earlier?
Yeah, very much so.
You want to drop gold off first, Beans?
Sure.
Osmond, Toadleaf, what about you guys?
I want them to find a little bit more gold.
You want to find more gold, Toadleaf?
Well, I'd like to smelt these down first, and then after that, find the more gold.
Yeah, remember
Man,
that
after
the
the
gold
gold.
that you got from below is old world coin, so that has to be melted down to bars to be spent. Although most people out here in the boonies will take it as normal currency.
Oh,
Just
well.
more in cities that it matters.
I'm still going to smelt mine.
Cool.
Alright, so is that what you're doing? You're getting your gold smelted?
I think so. That seems like a good idea.
So the blacksmith will turn your gold coin into bar for 10 gold pieces a bar. So basically like 10%.
Okay.
I go to the blacksmith and I was like, 10% for some of the heroes of Chaur, sir. Perhaps we can do a little bit better and I can play you some songs and buy you some drinks when I see you next.
Give me a persuasion check.
It's
Oh,
supposed to be 18. Oh,
What did you say?
it's supposed to be 18.
Why is it 18?
Silver tongue.
Oh.
It's supposed to be 20.
what?
I don't know.
Because, no.
Go ahead and link your ability you're talking about. It just makes you roll
Yeah.
a 10, right?
Just,
Yeah,
it makes me, I
10
can't roll below a
plus.
10.
So he says, well, with all you've done for the town, I guess I could do 5%. So he'll turn gold coin into bars for 5%, so 5 gold per bar.
All right.
Give him 900 for the bar, and then give him the tip.
All right, so you give him 45. I guess 45 gold for the 900.
Yeah.
All right, so he says, come back at the end of the day and your bars will be ready.
I'm also going to do mine as well.
Some more for you.
What did you say,
giving-
Nate?
Yeah. I'm giving them 800 of the old world coins, and then I'm going to do
So 80 coin or 40 coin payment.
40 coins, out of my actual gold. So.
All right, so same thing. He says, come back at the end of the day and your bars will be ready.
How much old world coin did we get?
A lot.
Why do I only have 520 mark? Oh no, I do have 800. Never mind. Okay, I'll do the same. I found it.
So
Put
he'll
it
do
somewhere.
same 8 bars for 40 gold.
Okay,
Cool.
Lou.
Yeah.
Tier Seal is done with artwork. Thanks to Matt. What are we doing? Is it you running him? Me running him? What?
You run him for battles. I run him for RP.
Okay.
Do we want to melt the party gold as well? Old world coin. We have 520 in there.
That's
What
up
if
to
we
you.
only do 400 of it, just in case we need the coin for anything?
Well, you're
Cool.
using that to pay your people, right?
Yeah.
So
So
you
old
probably
world
want to
coin.
leave
Okay.
that in coin form.
That's smart.
Your people will take old world coin as payment,
Cool. Great.
so you don't have to smelt it for them.
Great.
Alright, I'm making Tearsil a token.
I have so much gold. Oh my gosh.
There should be a
Oh,
token
there is
attached to him. That's
Yeah, I
why I
have a
was
lot.
waiting.
This is the most I've had on any character in a while.
I know, right?
Alright, well, what do you want to do?
Oh.
So you set up that, and like I said, at the end of the day, you should be able to get your bars.
So Toadleaf looks at Bean and says, "Are you ready to go back down?"
I'm ready when you are.
Yep.
And then I guess we head down.
Where exactly are you heading to?
That one entrance we knew about.
Yeah.
Who's asking the question? Is this a character or
The well?
Lou?
This is
Oh,
Lou.
yeah.
Okay.
It would be the.
Well, the
Actually,
entrance you know of is the well over here.
Right
Oh, I
here.
thought it was. Oh, we don't know about the. Oh, we don't know
No.
about the statue yet. Okay.
All right,
What's
so
that?
you
I don't know what you're talking about.
underground.
Waving to neighbors as we go down.
We could have done that more stealthily. Yeah.
Well, luckily that well is not exactly in the
used?
middle of the town. Yeah, it's like a boarded up well. Like people don't use it for water.
Things
So,
keep crawling out of it, so we don't use it.
yeah. All right. So
How much does a gold bar weigh?
50 or 2 pounds.
2 pounds.
It's not
Okay.
actually a bar.
Cool.
It's like a little flat
Cool.
thing of gold.
Great.
Like an ingot.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
great.
It's when he says bar, it's not.
It's
Yeah,
not
it's
like, it's not like Fort Knox gold bars. It's like small, thin bars.
It's almost a credit card.
It's like
And,
it's
yeah.
like 100 coins worth of gold melted down together.
Cool.
So it's like 2 pounds. So yeah, where are you headed from the well?
Side question is, I asked the party real quick, and I say, did we ever find a magical instrument, guys?
I don't.
That I remember. Not
We
really.
found a recipe for one, but
Oh, that's what it was. Ah, yes, child. Thank you, Beans.
yes.
I've been searching for something to enhance my, performances at the bar, at the bars and taverns.
You need performance enhancers.
As
Apparently.
any man wants to play a full set rather than just, an opening, then yes, enhancing helps quite a bit.
Interesting.
Oh, speaking of crafting, I do have that new playtest feat if anyone is interested in switching it for one of their current feats. It's the
what
one
were
that
you?
makes crafting a lot easier. The Soul Crafter feat. It's under
Ooh.
where is it? It's
Yeah,
on
he
the
made
Discord.
it 3 or 4 days
Oh.
ago.
I
I'm
would love
intrigued.
to
Or
do
posted
that.
it.
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
definitely good for something like an artificer. But yeah, it's under. I mean, anyone can benefit from it if you have someone. in the
Fast
group
soul
with-
crafting under game design feedback.
Feet soul crafting. Hey.
So you basically have a resource to lower the time it takes for crafting that recharges as days pass.
September 2nd is when he posted. Okay. Yeah, I'm not too far off.
So it basically makes the time a lot less for crafting.
That's pretty cool.
I would love to do that.
So back to it. Toadleaf
Yeah.
says to everybody, so what are we thinking? Do we want to go investigate the water again? Maybe see and have a look.
We could do that. I learned a new spell as I was reading last night.
And
Oh,
I
me
still
too.
have my cap of water breathing.
Oh my gosh.
Alright, so you're heading back to the halls of Tarsus.
Sounds like it.
Beans, while I was writing some music, I learned how to dispel magic abilities.
Oh, that makes 3 of us who are able to do that now.
That is what you learned? I
So-
learned something else that was not really good.
For traveling through somewhat dangerous areas, give me up to 2 survival checks from the group.
Okay.
As these tunnels, while somewhat safe, are not fully safe. 15.
No, I mean, like, I think we can literally all dispel magic, all of us.
Yeah.
But you can counterspell.
I have counterspell.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
Yeah.
So
Isn't sixth level bard?
As you are getting near the halls, a couple of Bloodhand members seem like they are hiding, like looking nervously around. As they see you, they say, "Hey, miscreants, careful! Some of Blackwater's people are in the halls of Tarsus, and they were attacking our groups. They might be hostile towards you guys as well."
It is a
Okay.
good thing then that we are not a little scaredy cats like you. The leaf kind of jeers at him.
Yeah, whatever, you stupid fairy. And he just walks away.
Hey, that fairy's done more than you have, and is getting paid more than you.
So they just say, "Do what you want, then," and they just walk away.
I do say thank you, friends, for the update. I appreciate it.
They don't seem too happy.
Pardon my rude friends, but it is. I am grateful. Let's say, if you meet me at the tavern, drinks are on me.
Here,
They're already,
so
like,
says, "Okay, so now what do we do? If Blackwater is gonna be attacking us, I mean, are we gonna start killing mercenaries to defend ourselves?"
You know, this might not be the best time to search the halls then.
Killing, conversation can sometimes solve a lot of problems.
Pretty strong words coming from a child.
Well, I kind of more believe in the self of defense,
Well, but
not to
at the
really
same
murder.
time,
I don't really want to murder. No.
Self-defense is valid, but these are still people, and they do have, if they think we are working with a band of brigands, like, I don't fully fault them for being hostile towards us. He says, I will fight with you if we must. I just wanted to voice my my concern for the situation, Tirsil says.
thank you. I'll manifest my mind. So there's a floating book next to me, or we'll say an old wizard next to me. A ghostly old wizard.
And Lou, the little what fiend, I forget his name right now.
Acrid.
Yeah.
Acrid, yes. Will he come back to us once he gets done figuring out how to, crack the code on that? That AI.
You assume he'd probably come looking for you, though if
Okay.
Blackwater has people in the dungeon, he might just hide.
Oh, okay.
He's working on things too, so.
Yeah.
I can. Well, yeah. If we want to scout a little ahead to find these guys, we can use my little friend here.
The manifest.
Yeah, sounds good. Let's
we
go.
have to. Yeah, cool. Let's do it. Let's go in.
Alright, so you head into the halls of Tarsus. So... one moment to get you
Load in.
here.
It's gonna be a slaughter. We're gonna kill everybody. It's all gonna be self-defense.
Oh my god, they're coming right for us. South Park. Bam!
This is not gonna go well. I already see it.
But funny.
Yeah.
What's the what do you have? You have someone with dark vision 60, right?
Yeah.
Cast.
I think Mikey's. I mean, not Mikey, but Toad Leaf is the only one I think that doesn't. No,
And Mikey doesn't either.
Mikey doesn't either. Okay.
There, I have my drift globe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
We all have.
I'll say, yeah, I'll have the party token, and I'll say you have your drift globe out, so you have some light as well.
I'm casting that with extended spell, by the way.
Casting light.
No, I'm casting mage armor with extended
mage
spell.
Yeah, I'm gonna put mage armor on myself
Gotcha.
as well.
All right, so yeah, you come into the area. At least this place is abandoned at the moment. What do you want to do?
I will send my. Which way? What do you guys want to do? Do we
Check in with
care if we
Acrid.
surprise them or not?
So
Cool.
I'll
Let's go
say,
check
really quick, Oswin, you think
Yes.
you hear noises to the south somewhere.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, we go south because the noise is south, and we might be able to check in with Acrid.
That sounds like a good idea.
Alright, so the group heads south.
Oswin will be in the lead behind the floating book.
Totally
Or floating old
back.
man.
So the water here, I believe you had drained. It's starting to fill up a little bit again, but it's still way lower than it used to be. And at this point, you would all start to hear noises coming from the south of here. It sounds like the faint sound of people talking in the distance echoing through the halls.
I'll send my spectral mind forward.
Oh, and I'll
And-
say, who's the one with survival?
Oswin.
You definitely see signs of passage, like in the water. There's like muddy footprints on the other side.
Okay.
It looks like at some point a group climbed through this area to go further. All right, so you're sending your spell book. Can you link that? Manifest Mind.
Yes. I will. I cut it down from the wall to what's important for that.
Should we go ahead and just pull ourselves on?
Not yet, no.
Oops,
Unless
sorry.
you're separating from the group. So it's a tiny spectral object.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's like a little... What did you say yours looked like?
An old wizard.
So like a tiny old wizard floating through the air?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's gonna stay up towards the ceiling. Hope that doesn't get seen.
Okay, so you're sending it south of here?
Yes. That's where we heard people.
Alright, so... You can hear and see through it. Okay, so you send it south into the laboratory. There's no one there, but you can clearly hear them to the west of here, within the Hollow Point area.
We can lock them in there. Or I would transmit that information to everybody and say we should move forward. There's nobody in the lab.
Oswin will
and
start
if we
sneaking
wanna-
forward.
They might have discovered Acrid.
Alright, so you're climbing through to the other side?
Yeah.
Okay.
Cautiously, carefully.
I mean, I'm flying if that changes anything. Though.
Alright, so the southern laboratory, you see more signs of passage that a group came through here. Survival might give you some more information. You think there is a group of more than 5, but you don't know exactly how many.
Is this door over here still protected? Look like it protected? Nothing major?
Yeah, shut and sealed still. And nothing seems like it's been disturbed in this room. I mean, the table's still blown up, but that was, like that before.
I'll send the spectral mine to the west through the hallway towards
Okay.
the hollow.
To the hollow point area.
Again, chilling at the top of the ceiling,
All right.
trying to stay conspicuous if that matters.
One moment. Okay. Alright, so it comes down the hallway here. And you're trying to make it so it's stealthy?
Yeah.
Do you have dark vision?
Yes.
Okay.
That's
Well-
just the spectral mine.
It looks like the area over here is lit up. Oh, actually. Well. Just give this. Yeah, 60 feet of dark vision then. Alright, so as it is coming down the hallway here, it does look like there are several figures in the room. You don't see Acrid, but one of them, who is sort of a individual, looks like wearing leather armor, has her hand on the hollow point and is communing with it. So far, you have not been noticed by any of them.
I'll pass that along. Say we might want to interrupt this.
So you see 3 people in there, but you hear more moving throughout the room.
Yep, let's go.
Yep.
Okay,
Sounds
so you come down the hall here. Go ahead. Well, never mind. I'll just do it.
Pull ourselves on.
I'll pull you on. So as you are walking into the area, one of them would yell, "Incoming!"
Oswin will wave hello
All right.
and keep on walking in. I'm moving my token so he's out of the way if you're doing whatever you're doing. And
Yeah, so
implying
all of
that I'm
you
moving.
should have your tokens on. The guy here will move up, seeing you coming, and he says, "It's far enough. State your business."
1 second. I'm going to get Tearsil on.
You don't have to pull him on just yet.
Okay.
You can pull him on. If there's a battle, you can pull him on. Otherwise, he's just kind of in the background.
Okay. State our business. We're the ones that killed the monsters. We're checking out. We heard noises, thought people were in harm,
trouble.
fighting things. Yeah.
Yes. We're here to help.
Give me a persuasion check.
Because here's With my -1.
He says, as I said, hold where you are for a moment. And at this point, you see this guy. There's another guy next to him. It kind of taps him, and he comes out of his little trance. He says, "Who goes there?" He says, "Oh, it's the Miscreants. I
Yep.
thought we might run into you down here."
Who are you?
And here we are.
Identify yourself.
He says, "You don't know me. My name is Evelyn, and I am a mercenary working for Lord Blackwater, along with these troops that were sent down to investigate the halls." He says, "We're doing some research, and our
Excellent.
research here does not involve you, so please just go back the way you came."
Say,
What sort of research?
no,
You do not claim territory for anybody. This is open field, and if anybody has more rights, it's us because we are the ones that have been clearing the monsters.
Give me a persuasion.
we definitely need to know what you guys are doing here.
I am sexy.
So he gives Osmond a dirty look, and he looks to Juan and says, "You need to know what we're doing here?" He says, "Why do you need to know?"
Fine, they don't want to know about the traps.
Again, yes, we are the ones that understand what this place is, and by order of the and I'm going to call it out. What is it? The Crimson Blade. And I order you to tell us what you are doing in these places here now.
So he pauses a moment. He says, "The Crimson Blade. What business are you on here, if you don't mind me asking? And I assume you have some identifying paperwork."
Say, I do mind, but
Not for
stand
this
down.
instance.
I'm going to
Okay,
walk
I'll
up
shut up,
and
Juan.
hold the insignia. Sorry. If you want to join in, you can, yeah. I'm going to
Oh
hold up
no,
the
I'll be your bodyguard while you walk forward. But
Okay.
All right, so as he walks forward, the other guy puts his pike forward and says, "Wait, we didn't say approach yet."
you're gonna see
You do not
paperwork
command
from
me.
that
Sorry,
far
go.
away.
So his pike is at the ready. He's kind of standing at the door. Evelyn will say, "There's no hostilities yet, but please, for the
Exactly.
moment, stay back. We are not sure exactly if we can trust you."
Wait, Evelyn, how
Go
are
ahead.
you supposed to see his paperwork from that distance?
She
And since your
says, "Well,
guard is behaving in an aggressive posture, I step forward to protect Juan here. I'm not taking any actions against your guard, but he's threatening
he says
as if I'm
your
the problem, but you can't see
friend-
his paperwork.
Your friend said he didn't want to show me his paperwork. Is he willing to show me?"
I pulled out the insignia, Lou.
Oh, you did? Okay, because before
Yeah,
you
yeah,
said, "I don't have to show you anything."
And I said I don't. But I'm like, but, yeah. But I will.
I talked
And,
over him. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah. But I say, you also need to lay down your arms as I just keep slowly walking forward. And I say, you have no right to command me to do anything. You will reveal yourselves, as will I, and we will get to the core of this matter.
And
give
I am-
me an intimidation check.
And I am there in a non-threatening manner, just being a meat puppet for Juan.
So as this is happening, a couple more people are coming into view. They have bows out, but no arrows drawn yet. So you would hear one of them whisper, "Oswin, keep your eyes out for a caster. They might have some area spells." So you step forward, Juan, do an intimidation. He says, or she says, "No one's laying down their arms in this dangerous place." She says, "But let me see your paperwork. Or
Is
your insignia."
I step forward a little bit. I can't see. I have no light in this hallway, Lou.
Oh, really? All right.
You're
Oh,
pretty
yeah.
rich.
They would have some light sources.
Yeah.
I'd stop you before you step down the hall.
Would they do anything if my spectral mind kept floating forward?
Are you bringing it to there? Oh yeah, he's attacking it. So
Oh,
give me initiative rolls.
Before. Well, he didn't do anything when I moved it up to here.
Yeah, he's attacking it from there. He has a pike. So he is going to swing at it.
Your boy's an idiot.
Alright, so this might be a quick initiative. So he would...
The 17 is for Tearsil.
Oh yeah, you
17.
you can drag Tearsil on at this point, because this might
I
be,
got a 20.
this might be a fight. We don't know yet.
Also, can I get light?
There should be light. Oh, on you? Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
So as he sees this tiny spectral thing floating, he says, "What's that?" And he is going to go to swing at it.
If he rolls in that one, he falls into the hole.
Don't do that, because then
The roll.
that'll happen to us.
Do
Yeah,
it.
yeah, true.
Did you roll for Tearsil yet?
Yeah, that was the 17. It just
I
registered
rolled.
Oswin, even though I rolled it from Tearsil's.
Do my 20.
Did you have his token selected?
No, I didn't have his token on because you said don't put it on until I do. So
Go ahead and roll again for his token. Alright, there we go.
that's Tearsil again, but it's showing up as Oswin.
I see you as
Same
Tearsil on the initiative chart
Okay.
now. It's related to the token you have highlighted. Alright,
And I'm going to change it to the 17.
so what is the AC of your creature there?
Matt?
Matt,
It's spectral. It doesn't have any AC or hit points or anything.
so it can't be destroyed?
And not without a dispel magic.
Okay. So he swipes at it, confused, and these guys immediately draw their arrows. This guy draws his weapon, and she says, "Wait, wait!" He says, "What is that? What are you a fool? Keep your spell effects back." He says, "What is that? Answer me."
What
Have
is
you-
what?
Have you been opening the boxes yet?
He says, "No, we haven't touched the boxes."
Oh, okay.
I tell him it is important you stand down, otherwise your lives may be in danger.
He says, "You are being very aggressive, my friend. You have magical effects coming down the hall at us, and you are threatening us now." He says, "I still have no idea what you're doing here. You've made no claims of your business. You just come in here making demands of me." He says, "We are representing Lord Blackwater and the Blackwater family, second seat of the council. Perhaps it is you and your organization that should stand down."
Are you threatening the Crimson Blade right now?
Guys, knock it off.
Ah, sorry. Sorry.
Toadleaf says to them, that I hear there's a lot of good stuff in those chests over there. That's
It's quiet, Toadleaf, and I say, don't say anything about that.
He says,
Well,
"The chests are under the protection of the Hollow. We're not fools."
Good.
And he
Damn
gives Toadleaf she gives Toadleaf a dirty look.
I say, but I say the Crimson Blade is not a noble. We are here investigating the unregulated use of magic. This hollow point is a point of interest. You will identify yourselves again, as I ask.
She looks to the others and she says,
I've got my magic
Well,
papers.
as I
Do you?
said, we are under the employ of Lord Blackwater. I am a registered caster with paperwork if you wish to see it. I don't understand exactly what you're investigating, or what relevance the Hollow Point has to it.
What are you doing in this room?
She says, we are exploring this area. We've been exploring this underground labyrinth in general, and we especially have been looking around these newly discovered halls of Tarsus, the libraries, the labs, and this Hollow Point room.
Don't mess up the library. Beans here has done his best to make it organized.
Say, what were you doing inside the Hollow Point?
Says I was merely investigating the connections and what exactly was going on within these halls. And that's how we learned of the chest being protected.
Good.
I said this is forbidden information.
Toadleaf says, did y'all happen to find a little guy around here? It'd be a little guy.
She says, no, little guy. Like a halfling?
Don't worry about it. Not anymore. Don't forget about it.
She just looks confused.
Don't forget about it. You're confusing me, Toadleaf.
Look back to Juan and say, wait, what did you say to her?
That we don't answer to the noble families and what she was doing in the Hollow Point, investigating. You said. So I would follow up and I told her it was like forbidden information. She needs to identify what she found.
Give me another intimidate check.
Ooh.
Intimidation. Well, I don't suck, but I don't have silver tongues for it.
So she hesitates a little and says, this is an ancient ruin we've discovered. I don't
You didn't
understand.
discover it.
She
Yes.
says,
Oswin's going to be obstinate.
I don't understand exactly what we've done wrong in the view of the Crimson Blade.
Oh, can we go in there? We'll go into this room, and so that we can converse. We mean no harm.
So before that, Beans, I do have a few more questions before we enter this room. And do wish to know what information was found, as the Hollow Point is a point of unregulated magic use that the Crimson Blade has come to investigate.
Give me deception or intimidation. So she says, well, I suppose if you wish to see or investigate the Hollow Point, I can allow you access, as you are a member of the Crimson Blade. I assume this is all proper. She says, what of your friends there? Obviously they are not members. What's their business?
They are not, but they are assisting me in these matters.
She says, all right. Well,
I'm a scholar sent to support, yeah.
I've been deputized.
I've been dealing with the monsters you're stepping on.
I'm Deputy Toadleaf.
Well, it's quite surprising to see a fey creature working with the Crimson Blade. But I guess if you all wish to come in, that should be fine. We don't want any trouble with your organization.
Glad to officially meet you. My name is Juan Brittle Boulder. What is yours?
He says, Evelyn.
Evelyn, it is a pleasure. Based on your findings here today, my goal is just to see what you have discovered, and depending on what you have, if you may be sworn to secrecy, based on your findings here. If you're willing to comply, I see no reason for us to have to escalate the situation.
So given her garb, you would guess she is a warlock of some kind. which it's not unheard of for warlocks to be registered, but it's fairly rare. Usually, warlocks are orphan casters. One of the major groups of magic users and arcanists that the Crimson Blade captures or puts down. Second, or yeah, sorcerers being second, but warlocks are much more common.
But she has her papers, right? She showed them.
So now that you get close, she will produce them, and everything seems in order.
And I say, huh. You know, I have much respect for a warlock that's willing to follow the rules. You've earned a bit of respect in my eyes.
Says, well, I'm glad to hear it. I don't want any trouble, as I've said. Says, I would have been more accommodating to you, but there's been some rumors about the group you're with there. She says the Miscreants, supposedly, by their own admission, are working with a criminal organization.
That would be me saying it, because at the time they were saying, hey, there's monsters down there, can you clear it out? That is such a criminal action that we took. My bad.
She says, in any case, whatever the reason, it gives us pause to trust you or these people. But
The mayor
obviously,
didn't give that to us.
Completely understanding.
he says, obviously you have your papers, so if this is an official matter, you, of course, I will not stop you from investigating. And she'll just kind of step aside, motioning to the hollow point.
I say, before we do this, there is a reason I brought Beans. Beans is quite familiar with much of what is going on here. So I wish for his, guidance and input and helping, maybe perhaps accurately asking some questions. But I wish to know what you discovered while you were in the Hollow Point.
Well, as I said, these chests seem to be the property of some long-lost rune masters, and the golems are defending them, so we're not going to mess with those just yet. It seems like this place is under some sort of lockdown. My guess would be that some event triggered it far in the past, and the magics just continue. The magical intelligence, the Demi, is still under the impression that there's a lockdown, so a lot of the defenses of this place are active. She says most of the other information is beyond my ability to glean, thanks to the securities on this particular hollow point.
What is Blackwater's interest in these halls?
She says, I would assume for exploration and archaeological purposes. His reputation as a student of history is well known by most. But I am just here because he's paid me to gather information for him, along with his mercenaries, she says, kind of motioning to the rest of them.
Have you lied to us? Is there other information that you got out of the hollows?
Sorry, can you repeat that?
Have you lied to us? Is there other information that you got out of the hollows?
She looks at you and says, "No, that's all I've gleaned so far. I've only been here a few hours, though."
Have there been any?
Go ahead.
So, have there been any other parties that have explored this area as well, aside from you?
She says,
under Blackwater.
We were told of encountering some of your group yesterday, and we encountered what we believed were some Bloodhand people, who we basically chased away, as they're obviously just here to steal from the area.
Disgusting.
But that's pretty much it. You've done a good job taking out the monsters, she says, looking to Oswin. This place seems mostly clear.
He nods.
I say, your goal from Blackwater was just to search the ruins for what exactly? Was it just exploration? Was there any specific purpose in mind, or anything he stated to search for?
So she will hesitate a moment, then say, it's mostly just archaeology. I mean, we were supposed to catalog the different things we found down here and bring the information back to Blackwater. There's an open vault in the other direction we stumbled upon. I don't suppose you know anything about that.
Oh, the Crimson Blade knows. They're made aware of the situation.
Give me a deception. And she would just nod. Say, hopefully if there was any dangerous magics in the vault, they've been properly taken care of.
There are dangerous magics everywhere that need to be taken care of, and a lot of this, because it comes from a bygone era, again, is make sure it's being regulated for the right reasons. You seem honest enough. What was her name again?
Evelyn?
Evelyn.
I say, Evelyn, you seem honest enough, and your compliance in this matter is greatly, greatly appreciated. What are your duties to report back to Blackwater about this hollow point?
She says just the information we've gathered, as well as a breakdown of certain other parts of the halls of Tarsus we've encountered. The labs, this room, the sealed door outside, as well as that strange bone creature that we found destroyed.
Why did you hesitate earlier when I asked you what Blackwater was having you search?
She says, what do you mean?
It seems that there was perhaps some more information that I don't know if you were being pressured by him under threats. That is something we can definitely help you out with.
Give me a persuasion at disadvantage. She says, no, perhaps the situation overall is making me nervous, as I don't know what other dangers would be down here, but I'm telling you everything I know.
Yes. It's, since you've been so helpful with everything, I just wish for you to know that,
Too late now, it's almost dark.
If you're willing to, swear to secrecy some of these things that I may share with you, and about what you find here, is that something you'd be willing to do? So I'm asking you not to share this information with Blackwater.
Well, this is my whole point of being down here.
How much is Blackwater paying you? You're a mercenary, eh?
Well, she pauses. She says, why do you want to know?
And I say,
I'm
because
a curious little kid.
and Blackwater is also under investigation. And you seem honest enough. I would hate for you to go down with him. It seems you're innocent in the matter.
Give me another deception check. She says, what is he under investigation for?
I say, I unfortunately cannot share.
He's the one asking questions here, not you.
She just ignores Beans.
So I cannot share that information with you, but the fact I even told you that is tantamount. I'm only telling you that because I care for your well-being in this matter, and I wish for you not to get caught up in this incident.
I suppose, but why would telling Blackwater the things I found in the halls of Tarsus be an issue?
The hollow points do have the capability of releasing untold magics upon this world, and if fallen into the wrong hands can cause much detriment, which is why we are here and why I am inquiring and questioning you so.
And he says, well, maybe we should go and speak with Blackwater directly. I'm starting to feel like he should be involved in this conversation.
Well, he will be involved. There is a conversation that he will be involved with, but this is a matter pertaining to you currently,
It's already
and you're
scheduled.
standing with us, and you're standing with the Crimson Blade in revealing potentially dangerous information. This needs to be addressed currently.
He says, "Well, I mean, I guess I could tell him that I'm under order not to say anything to him by you and your organization. I thought the Blackwaters were fairly close with the Crimson Blade."
Yes, of course, there are good people in all families, just like there are people that, can fall under scrutiny. And our goal is just to make sure everyone is, being compliant with that. We take no directive of any one household. Our goal is for the people.
And she says, "Well, I guess I can head back up there for now and let him know that I was ordered away under your authority.
Who is your patron?
I'm guessing he won't be," and she just ignores Beans again. "I'm guessing he won't be happy about this, though. I'm just warning you. Don't know if
Ah,
he'll
yes,
care."
that was totally okay. He can speak his grievances with me personally if he so wishes.
We'll be
All right.
talking with him soon, anyways.
She says, "Well, very well. Come, everyone. If this truly is a Crimson Blade matter, we should probably leave it to them and let Blackwater and his family sort this out." And they just kind of nod and follow her.
I kind of put my hand up and just have her hold up for 1 second. And I looked to the rest of the party and I was like, is everything satisfactory on your ends?
I have no problem. We ended it without violence. This is a good thing.
She
Yes.
looks kind of confused by you looking to them, but we'll just shrug. And if you're not doing anything, she'll just leave, as you asked her
And
to.
I say, Evelyn, before you go, I do wish to share with you if you ever do feel unsafe and Blackwater, because you are not telling information, please feel free to come find us, and perhaps we may be able to find you gainful work as well. So you can continue getting paid and not to be seen as an outcast or have your life in danger. So please, if you notice anything awry, come let me know and make sure you are safe, taken care of.
So I appreciate that. I'll keep it in mind, though I'm still under contract with Blackwater technically.
I understand.
Once that ends, I might be looking for more work.
So, and I say, Evelyn, please stay safe and remember, please don't share this for the time being.
Says, "I will let Blackwater know of your order, and you all can sort that out." And she'll leave along with the rest of her people.
You think we could pay her off?
No, don't need to.
Cool.
Perhaps we can talk about this incident with Blackwater tomorrow as well. I'm sure he will want to ask about it.
Juan, you didn't tell me that Blackwater was under investigation, Tearsill says.
I said, well, he's not really.
He is, but he isn't.
Wait, he's not? You lied to them?
He is under investigation for the ongoing, traumas in Chaur, but he's not under investigation for unlawful regulated use of magic in the Hollow Point. I just know that there is detriment that can come from information from there.
I feel kind of weird about lying to them like that, but, why did we want them out of here so bad?
There's a powerful knowledge in this area. They are delving in things that we should be delving in.
And also, I wanted them out of here because that pikeman is just too jumpy and wants to hit anybody. Therefore, if we came around the corner, because we're following the lead, he's going to start a fight that doesn't need to happen.
Well, maybe, he says. I guess that makes sense. He says,
but Tearsill, I am also granted a little bit of leeway to make my own discretionary decisions here, and I do feel like what was being said, albeit if it was a white lie, did have some merit of truth to it, because I do not wish for this ancient technology and magic to fall into, again, people who will use it for nefarious reasons.
He says, I don't know. I mean, no offense. I've always found the Crimson Blade a little fashy when it comes to magic. It's a little bit of, a little controlling, though. It makes sense. You know, there's some dangerous stuff out there.
Kind of chuckle and go, yeah, I don't always agree either, but, it is for the good of the people, I believe.
The greater good.
So there is a little flash of light up here as Acrid comes into view from behind the statue's head. It says, "Are they gone?"
No.
They just left.
Stupid humans. Says,
I was
"Thank
hoping
you."
nothing happened to you.
Says, "No, I hid when they came and I've been hiding. I hope they would just leave at some point."
Oh,
He says, "But
what were they doing?"
They were exploring, searching, and one of them seemed smart. It seemed, connecting to the hollow."
Evelyn.
Yes, that one. The warlock.
Did you do what sort of snacks do you like, Acrid? I feel like we got off on the wrong foot.
Yeah, I do not usually eat snacks, but when I do, I like apples.
Awesome.
So anyway,
We'll drink.
he says, "I have been working on the hollow point."
That is great. What progress have you made?
He says, I've gotten some information, and he says, "Oh, did you? How are you powering this thing again?"
Auxiliary.
Okay, so
we blew.
That's right, you blew up the skeletons. That's why it's still going. All right. He says, "Well, the energy is running out, and apparently this hollow point needs some sort of energy source like the other one. Though the other one had one within the laboratory. This one does not. There is a cubby hole for a power source on the hollow point itself, but obviously I don't have any of the crystals it requires." He says, "I think there's only about a day's worth of energy left, and then it will power down again."
It probably is not a good idea right now, since we are dealing with the Blackwaters people. They might try to steal it.
Letting it power down sounds good.
He says, "Well, I just thought I'd let you know." So that's one thing I discovered. The other thing is that there is some sort of seal on one of the doors, because apparently there is a portal of some dangerous type behind it. Though I was not able to get more information than that. I believe that's the door that is sealed just outside of here.
Yeah, most likely.
You didn't inquire about how to break the seal? Could I dispel it?
He says, "It is the wall of force. However you break a wall of force. I don't know too much about magic. It can be turned off, but I don't have enough control yet. I need more time to be able to do that."
Would I know how to dispel that?
Give me a Arcana DC 15, I believe.
Arcana? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
Anyone can make the check if they want.
That Rune Knight magic was pretty strong.
Oh.
Ow.
So you know there's some kind of special magic you need to break walls of force.
Oh my gosh.
It's eluding you at the moment. You might need to do some research.
Did you find anything out about secret rooms here?
He says, "No. Apparently there is an old... there is a level below this one, but it is, according to the status, it has been destroyed or caved in at several locations. So I have no idea how to get down there.
Well, I know how to get down there.
Yeah, there's that water.
Exactly.
And another thing, Acrid. Would you be able to figure out what Evelyn was doing with Demi?
He taps his chin. He says, "Well, I could certainly try, but it's hard to say. It would depend on the Demi. I don't have that much ability yet."
Play with this one. Yeah. Well, do you like green apples or red apples?
Red apples,
Or Gala?
please.
And Acrid, can you make that your primary goal for the time being?
Well, we should, but unless Toadleaf has something else he wants you to do.
Well, that is a good plan. And I prefer green apples myself.
Also, Lou,
Yes.
the feat that Tearsil took was telepathy, so we can have silent talk.
Oh, sure. All right. I'll keep that in mind. Now, that just lets him talk to people quietly?
Let me get the cat off the enough to do it.
Like, through mind, back and forth?
Or you will have a cat on top of me. So it's hard for me to get everything.
Okay. So they can't respond telepathically. But he can send you, like, messages in your mind. Alright. It's not like the monster telepathy where they can actually talk back and forth.
No.
Alright. So, yeah. It's probably about 12:30 in the afternoon at this point from all the travel and talking. The Blackwater mercenaries have gone back to his estate, most likely. Tearsil will say in, I guess in Juan's mind, he'll say, if they're going back and we want to find a route, maybe we should follow them. If that's something we're actually interested in doing for for our job. Or maybe it would just be good information in case we have to get in touch with Blackwater.
Or better yet, I could send Acrid to go invisible and follow them.
That was in Juan's mind.
Oh, well,
I used telepathy.
I will actually go, that is a good idea. And I'll relay that, like, kind of quietly to Toadleaf to see if he can have Acrid follow.
And then I would say what I said.
Alright. Acrid says, those seem like dangerous mercenaries. But I guess I could follow them if that is truly what you wish, Master.
Just linger a little far back. Just all you have to do is be able to see them and where they're headed.
Acrid? Do you know... Did you get any feel of what Evelyn's patron was? Or who?
How would I know such a thing just by looking at her? It's not like I was going to walk up and ask her.
I didn't know if you caught her talking to her patron or nothing. That's information if we could get it. That's all.
Typical Fae nonsense, he says.
No, Acrid, hurry up. Go ahead and get after them before they get too far.
Yes, of course, Master. He flaps his little wings as he turns invisible, floating down the hallway here. Alright, why don't we do a 10-minute break?
Perfect.
People stretch and, I'll come back in a bit.
Okay.
Been interesting so far, guys.
Oh, man, curveballs.
Yeah.
Yeah, no shit. Sorry if I'm like taking the reins during all this fucking
talk. No.
That's why
No. Early before you got here, I was hoping that you would do that.
Yep.
It's like your character's whole thing is the chatting.
Yeah.
like I really do enjoy it, but like I don't want to feel like other people are getting like snuffed during conversations, you know?
Well,
Yeah, not really.
that's. I mean, you can do things with this skill that no one else can. So, I think the
Yeah.
group is happy to have you give them that ability rather than have to like fight these guys or have these guys chase you out.
I mean, this is like the first time I think we've ever not actually fought with Blackwater's people by now. So
Yeah.
I feel like we're doing something right. So
Despite Lou's best efforts, still haven't fought.
all right, I'll be right back.
Yeah, it's kind of.
So do we want to head down into the underwater?
I think that sounds like a pretty good idea.
Cool.
But I gotta ask your opinion first for this talk tomorrow.
Yeah.
Um, I'm thinking of just laying everything bare, being like, hey, this is what Blackwater's been accused of and we have seen done. This is what the Blood Hand has been accused of and seen done. This is what the Iron Tide has been accused of and we've seen done. And
Yep.
just laying
Stand
everything
back.
out
Yeah.
and being like, look, boom, 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 boom.
I love it.
But he's so dumb.
Yeah,
Sorry.
those are always the hot ones.
Few toys.
No, I mean, like, I don't know. Like, I've never, like, gotten, like, a ton of satisfaction out of being like, yeah, I'm gonna go just bed everyone. Like, I might make, like, an illusions towards it, you know, but, like,
Yeah.
it's not something that I'm, like, actively wanting to roleplay. Like, if it's, like, a little bit of, like, lighthearted flirting, okay, sure. But, like, yeah, I've been in games where somebody does it, like, super in depth, and I'm just sitting there like, oh, come on. Like,
Yeah. Yeah. I am excited to go underwater.
I've been
really
waiting all.
fun.
Yeah, I'm ready.
So how many people can go? I know we've got my.
10. 10.
Oh shit!
Right? I think that the water breathing spell allows 10. Should I switch out Dispel Magic? I mean, I feel like Dispel Magic is one of those things that every party can use as much of.
I mean, I have it. I think somebody else has it.
Yeah, I took it
Juan
too.
has it. Yeah, as did I.
I feel like it's like redundant at that point.
I
I
don't
wonder if we should,
disagree.
like, yeah, go, like, something else.
Well, Juan, you or me?
It was either that or I was thinking about taking Tiny Hut.
I have Tiny Hut.
You got Leoman's Tiny Hut?
Yeah, we've
Yeah.
been using it.
Oh,
Yeah.
God. So I was going to take that one, too.
It's not a
That
bad
was the
thing
other
to
one I
take.
was looking at. Yeah.
No, I just hated burning all your magic on dispelling magic when I wasn't sure if bards got it.
I mean, don't matter to me. I got Eldritch Blast if I run out of everything.
All right.
But there's a lot of fun wizards, level 3 wizard spells. I think that's one of my favorite.
What are we doing?
We're going,
Planning to go swimming.
yeah.
All right.
I'm
So
gonna ritually cast water breathing.
all right. So you're heading back out.
Yes.
All right. And you said you're going swimming.
Wading in the water.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'll begin ritually casting water breathing outside of that little hole.
All right. So
Water.
remember,
Yeah.
right now, I think only small people can get in there, right?
And
Oh.
Oswin. Small and Oswin. Oh, and Juan. So Tyrsil is the one that's left out. Tyrsil and Hund.
Well,
if he-
Hunt, are you okay staying behind for a minute?
Who is it now?
Hunt?
The only
So-
way other people could get down is if you broke open the hole, which could take time.
Well, what I'm saying is I could just cast Reduce on him and make him small while we're going through that area.
Oh, on who?
On Hund, I guess. Or Oswin, whoever needs it.
Oswin is a bugbear, so he can shrink sizes. It's only
Oh, okay.
Tyrsil and Hund that cannot fit. Because Juan can change himself.
Yep.
Yeah. So I guess if you have Enlarge Reduce, you could use 2 spells to get them past it.
And better yet, what I'll do
Vortex
is
work.
What I'll do is I'll do twin spell on it.
Oh, yeah, you can do that too.
Yeah, so enlarge, reduce, twin spell, we're good. And that's
Now,
level 2. So
How
we
is
take-
how is everyone breathing underwater in there?
Ritually casting water breathing.
All right, which I assume you're doing first.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
what he said we were doing, getting to there.
All right. So that is 10 minutes as you are casting the spell. Yep, time passes, no issues. So 12:40, your spell would go off, giving everyone water breathing. And then you are casting Reduced Twinned on those other
Yeah.
two.
So we're all good to go.
Alright, so yeah, you some of you squeeze, others just simply move through the tunnel. And as you go down below, you enter that flooded room.
I give guidance on awesome.
There's the skeleton who is partially buried in a cave-in. And I think the remnants of his bag that you guys opened up last time to find that potion. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that brain farting Toadleaf. Yeah, Toadleaf was the one that went down there, I believe.
Yep.
Oh, I don't think I found. Did I find anything down there?
Yeah.
Oh,
The
well.
skeleton in the bag.
Did I
Came
take
back
the
in-
bag?
No.
Oh. I guess I would take it.
Oh, I thought you did. Did you not get the potion?
I thought we did.
What was the
I-
potion?
Maybe you didn't find it. Alright, well, if it was there, it's gone now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it doesn't look like there's anything down here but an old bag that's falling apart and a skeleton that's been crushed under some rocks. There does look like there's another door down here, but it's partially caved in, blocked by a bunch of rocks. In addition, I think there is a hallway that goes deeper.
Well, should we? Is there anything? Oscar and Tercel, is there anything around this door?
Tearsol says, "Why are you looking at me in your mind? Looks like a door that's caved in, little boy."
Oswin will go up and inspect it, see if there's anything special about it or whatnot.
So it looks like it opens towards the rocks, so you'd have to clear the rocks away.
Okay. He's going to slowly but surely clear the rock.
Yeah, how long is that going to take?
Some of them are pretty big. I'm not sure you could physically clear them while this place is flooded, because you can't really swing a pick to break them up with water everywhere.
I mean, could I reduce the size of the rocks so we can move them?
So, let's see. You would need 4 reduce spells to do this.
Oh, jeez. No, I'm good. Well, I say, I say to everybody else, should we go ahead and move this or go down the hallway?
What if we go down the hallway first and return here on the way back, just in case we can find a way to get this water out of here?
Let's do the hallway.
Let me send my little book on the other side of the cave-in to see what's over there. And my little figure. And my manifested mind. Can I squeeze through there? Can't move through
So,
objects. So
yeah, it
I
wouldn't be
can't.
able to go through the door.
Cool, never mind. Okay, my bad, guys. Sorry, ignore me. Let's go down the hall.
Alright, so if you go down the hall, you would get to a point where there is something written in Dwarven there, which I think Juan speaks.
I do.
So it says, no one permitted past except those given clearance by the priesthood. Turn back.
I look back at the party
Looks
and I
like-
go blah 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 blah.
Yeah, looks like some kind of warning to you. Does anyone have a decent passive investigation? I'll say Beans. If he tells you that, you might guess that there are certain maybe dangers ahead.
I'll pass that along.
You wouldn't be surprised if there were, well, it may have been, probably not guards, because there were just, they wouldn't have a sign if there were guards, but there could be traps.
I would, right, using my magical bow, right, watch for traps ahead.
Alright. So you go down the stairs. You're moving over the stone floor like you're floating, so you're not having as much contact because of the water. But as you get down the stairwell, up ahead you would see what looks like off to the side, the hallway continues, but there is a long row of statues. And at the end of the hallway, a door of some kind.
Well, can I send my little spectral mind forward to see if there's anything by this door?
Alright, so the mind would float down the hallway through the water. And it looks like there's just a closed door. There's a lock on it, but you're not sure if it's locked just from seeing it.
Cool. Cool, but no, like, tripwires or pressure plates, I guess.
Not as far as you noticed. But then again, you're not the most observant.
Yep. Cool. Well, yeah, guys, what do you want to do?
Tirsil would say in your mind, what are we doing down here anyway? Just exploring?
Yes. Why not? Osman, do you have thoughts? Totally. One.
I
Blah blah blah.
Well, I guess
You probably still hear each other underwater, just not as well.
right.
Ozan points past back to the religion area and
Toadleaf would point towards heading forward.
Cool. I imagine this place has traps. So I'll Totally, are you going first?
I will go first.
I'll give
Do
you
I
guidance.
see any traps, Lou? If I look around.
With your, I mean, do you want to do an active perception?
I do.
Alright, go for it. So nothing looks too well. You don't see any traditional you don't see any tripwires or any well, you're not sure about pressure plates. It's hard to say, but you would notice there's some strange You would notice, I'll say, these statues have kind of holes in their mouths where usually a statue would not. So that makes you a little suspicious. This definitely could be something that would shoot a dart or something dangerous like that.
Can I plug the holes?
How would you plug them?
I'm going to use Mage Hand and find a rock and put a rock in it.
So there are 15 statues.
I'll start on the first statue.
Alright, I mean, you could, I don't know if you'd have enough rocks that would fit in all these statues' mouths. I guess you could take some time and try to do it. You'd have to go back and start looking for correct size rocks.
Oh, we've got that room.
Yeah.
Why not?
So
Why
what
not?
exactly are you
What?
doing? You're trying to get rocks to plug the statue mouths?
Yeah,
Well-
trying to find good sized rocks to put in the mouth so that it can't shoot darts and shit at us.
I like the creativity.
Alright, so you take some time to go get some rocks. And then you're going to use Mage Hand to try to put rocks in the mouths of each of these statues.
Yeah.
Alright, so we'll say that takes about, I don't know, half an hour.
If others joined him in casting Mage Hand and doing the same, would that cut down the time?
The time isn't doing that. The time is finding rocks that would work for this. Because they have to be a certain size. So we'll say at around 1:10, you have this all done. You Mage Hand a bunch of rocks into the mouths of the statues.
And then
Give Toad Leap a thumbs up as I whisper some bardic inspiration words to him, but because we're in water and I'm whispering it, he can't hear what I'm saying. He just feels good.
Alright, he doesn't have to hear you to get the bardic inspiration.
I don't know, does he?
He can read your poetry and be inspired.
That's why I was curious. I don't actually know.
The stirring words or music? Oh. Yeah.
but that's the
all
thing.
right.
You can do music down here because it's whale noise.
I start playing the drums so he can actually feel the vibrations going through his body, amping him up.
Good
Alright, sure.
vibrations.
I don't know why, but I feel so inspired inside. All right, and Toadleaf's going to move forward cautiously.
Alright, so as you are moving forward, suddenly you would hear a grinding behind the walls as the ceiling starts rapidly descending towards you. I need a dex save, as a crushing ceiling threatens to end your existence.
I'm doing
DC
inspired.
is 14.
I'm doing an inspired dex save. Yeah. Okay, so
That's probably good. You did
Nice.
inspire.
Nice.
Can I silvery barbs that?
wait. Wait a second.
Yes,
His,
yes, you can.
his succeeded saving throw. I think you have to fail to be able to silvery barbs. Or wait, no, you can. It's a success. So do you want to silvery barbs that?
No.
All right, that's what I assumed you were being silly. All right, so you quickly swim back as this smashes down, and you would see it slowly raising up afterwards.
Do I see any glyphs or anything lighting up that I can maybe dispel?
You don't see anything that lit up, but there might be. Yeah, you're not sure. You're not sure what triggered that.
Where that grinding came from originally, Lou, you said behind the walls or whatever.
Yeah,
We see where that grinding from.
and now that it's raising up, you'd still hear it. So you think there's some kind of mechanical something in the wall that is raising the ceiling back up.
Can I go look over there where I hear it?
Sure. So you put your ear up to the wall, and yeah, there's definitely a mechanism back there, though you're not sure how you'd get to it. After about 2 minutes, the wall, or I should say the ceiling, resets, and you hear a click from up above.
I have a thought about how to get to it. The mechanism. What if we set it off and then we had somebody swim up under the mechanism and cut it and break it?
Would this help? From Tearcell?
What's up?
What would he be trying to figure out?
Mechanisms with the stonework?
Well, as far as you can tell, there's no way to get to the mechanism. Even when the ceiling comes down, it's just a solid stone block. It doesn't reveal any wiring or anything from above.
Oh, I see.
It might be behind the rock.
If only we had wedges to wedge up there.
Well, do we have any pitons? Tearsil says in his mind. That can sometimes be used to clog traps and things like that.
I believe in Juan's bag of holding we do.
We do.
He says could be dangerous, but just a thought. So you want to try to use pitons to stop it?
Or at least slow it down.
I mean, that sounds good. Because if it can't hit the locking, like once it's trying to lock, so to reset, if we can just pry one in there, then it won't be able to reset.
As it's going back up, you mean?
Yeah, we'd have to trigger it to do that, but I think that would be a good idea.
Was there any wood down here that's loose, like long wood?
There's stone, there's no wood.
Okay. Because I was thinking shoring, but...
Alright, so you want to try to trigger it again?
Where is this? I mean, would it crush the statues if it goes all the way down?
No, the statues are behind where the crushing ceiling comes down. It only comes down in like a 10 by 10 foot area. So it just comes down in one part of the hallway, but the statues are past here. And they are actually built into the wall itself, partially. So they're not in the hallway, they're kind of off to the side of the hallway.
Well, so... Did we find out what the statues can do?
Well, you put a bunch of rocks in all their mouths.
Oh, no. I mean, we're assuming darts, but it could be anything that requires ejection from something.
Mm-hmm.
What about... Because, I mean, if that thing closes and we're all on the other side, it could actually be a chamber that we can drain water out of.
Wouldn't we be stuck in there, though, Tearsil says?
Well, what's at the other end of the hallway?
A door. He says, well, I don't know, I just... it seems like if the thing came down and we were on the other side, yeah, we might get stuck over there. Unless there's another way out. So, past that 10-foot area, the hallway goes another 40 feet or so to the door. So it's like 50 feet altogether from where you are.
What do you guys think about magic? Tossing someone back that direction?
Over at the other end to open the door?
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Are the statues right at the door?
The statues go down the hallway up to the door.
I mean, there's no there's a statue right next to the door, or is there like a 5-foot space between the last statue and the door?
There is... Yeah, I'll say there's a 5-foot space there.
Okay.
So there's like basically statues on each side of the hallway, coming down the hallway, and there's about, I say 15 of them. Yeah. So there is a 5-foot space between the last two statues and the doorway.
Okay.
Are you casting Vortex Warp?
No, I'm asking them if people would like, because I can't go, so it'd be me casting on somebody else.
Yeah, I'm okay with that plan as long as I'm not the one going over there.
Send me across.
Give me a second here, because it didn't do a long rest for my character. Because we
Tyrsil
plugged out.
says to Toadleaf, in your mind, are you sure the smashing trap will have you stuck over there if something goes wrong? You won't be able to swim back to us.
Maybe we should jam this trap first, Toadleaf.
Sorry, I was talking, but I was muted. Toadleaf says, when the trap triggers, go ahead and disable it. You hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You heard me.
Okay. I'll get one of the pitons and get ready, like, when it's triggered then, to, like, wedge the piton as it's going back up, like, halfway. I'll start trying to wedge the piton in there.
Alright, so you're trying to set it off, then wedge it?
Yeah, if I have to, like, hammer it up in there, too, like, right where it's meeting to, like, wedge it so it can't retract all the way back up.
Alright, so yeah, you throw your hand forward, being careful not to get too close. Once again, the stone comes slamming down, and you swim up trying to get the piton. Give me a piton in there. Give me a strength check. Using a hammer or anything, or just like pushing it in?
Oh, I was saying a hammer as well. Shit, I guess I shouldn't have done
hammer?
that. We do in the inventory, yeah.
Alright, so you're trying to, I'll say, since we didn't take it out, you might not have it right now. But you're trying to shove it in. Yeah, just give me a strength check.
Oh, God.
Alright. So yeah, you're struggling to get this thing in there. It just kind of pops out.
Osmond pulls him out.
I look over at Osmond.
You notice something interesting with your passive investigation. While the trap is going back up, resetting, it does not seem to trigger again if you go under it. And you believe that when it clicks is when the trap actually resets and will go off again. So there is a short period of time as it's resetting that the trap can be bypassed quickly.
We've got the battering rams. We can use that as shoring underneath the piton. Put the piton there, battering ram, and then so when it comes down, it uses the battering ram to shove it up, like shoring. What do you guys think? If we can't do the 2 minutes.
Osmond, if you take this hammer, you can go up there and do it a lot better than I can.
Underwater, the
Osmond.
hammer swing's gonna suck.
You
Yeah, you're
are wise,
underwater,
Osmond.
too.
I like your plan, but let's try to come through it. We have 2 minutes.
Okay. 2 minutes means that whoever's on the other side, which is most likely Toadleaf since he volunteered, will give me ample time to cast Vortex Warp a second time if we need to drag him out.
Yep.
Alright, I guess I had a question.
Alright, so you're vortex warping Toadleaf over to the door.
Before you do that, I'm going to give totally guidance.
My plan is to have them set off the trap so it comes all the way down, so that I can't. So it's the area shut off, and then as soon as I could see a little bit down the chamber, with it lifting up, I would cast it. But I'm going to wait until I'm told to cast it by Beans.
Okay.
So if Juan's giving inspiration, Beans is guidance, and all that, because we want to get Toadleaf back.
Alright. So you set off the trap, and immediately as it's starting to reset, you spend a second level spell to vortex warp Toadleaf over there. Wow. As he appears over there, you would hear some kind of strange noise start to come from the statues.
Like they're speaking, or objects.
It's almost like something is moving within them.
Okay.
And a moment later, bubbles start coming out of their mouth, and you realize that these bubbles are starting to make the area extremely hot, and the water is heating up all around you, Toadleaf. What do you want to do?
If he gives me the wave, I'm bringing him back.
Can I try to open the door? Item interaction.
So you quickly go to open the door, realizing it is locked. Give me
Right.
a con save.
All right.
DC is 12. Oof.
Okay. Wait. Let me see here.
Use guidance first, yeah.
Guidance. Yeah.
Guidance, I don't think you can do saving throws.
Oh. So
You'd
what's
have to be Bardic.
Use
Is it
Bardic.
Bardic?
A D8.
Okay.
Alright,
you go.
so it's very hot, but you are okay for the moment. Still, the heat does 7 fire damage to you as the water is starting to get unbearably hot around you. What do you want to do?
All right.
And you guys would all see this, and actually, even back here, like as the 15 statues begin to shoot these bubbles out of their mouths, you feel the water in front of you getting intensely hot. And it's starting to come back this way to where you are. Like maybe these things would be blowing fire if there wasn't water everywhere.
Are you waving so I could pull you back?
But
I
yeah,
guess.
the door is locked unless you have another way of or something else you want to do.
I was gonna try to become Buff Toadleaf and try to break the door down.
Buff Leaf.
Yeah, Buff Leaf.
So the door is pretty sturdy. You guess just to break it down with pure strength, this stone door, you're probably looking at a DC 25 strength check.
Okay, all right. I
Yeah,
just
this
go
isn't
ahead.
just some normal small door they're guarding.
Yeah, jeez. I go ahead and wave back at Oswin.
All right, so Oswin, he is waving at you.
Done.
Wow. All right, so you vortex warp him back. Strangely enough, the trap seems to still be going off, and the water is getting more and more heated all over the place. So bubbles continue to pour out of the mouths of the statues, even around the rocks you put in. Just seems like they're superheating the water.
Oswin is going to suggest we check around here if there's any part of the walls that we can maybe disable the trap with, like if there's a secret passage or something that will make it so somebody from this side can.
Toadleaf says to Oswin,
Look around.
use one of the beads. One of the beads.
Beads?
Yeah, like the thing that you made, like the sand that absorbs water or whatever.
Oh, that's water inside water?
Yeah.
No, wait. There was ones that weren't used up that absorb water.
You had that dust thing that turned it into little water beads.
Just tossed all the dust into here?
I mean, maybe not all, but a good bit.
Okay, I'm going to grab a handful of dust and toss it in.
All right, how many uses is that?
Let's go with 2 uses right now, because that'll leave 1 use left, I believe.
And that gets rid of how much water?
Googling it.
Did you say it was like 15 square feet or something?
Googling it.
I could look it up if you don't have it.
It's only 15 square feet. It might not be worth it.
Or a 15
thank you,
by
Ed.
15 block or something.
Edison, those have to stay there. Oh, thank you.
Let's see.
Yeah, we don't want to scratch.
15-foot cube. Okay.
Here,
So
I'll hold it open. Go ahead.
getting some open mic from Matt,
Oh.
I think.
All right.
So as you toss the dust forward, a bunch of water just kind of vanishes, having more now pouring in from behind you. And as the water vanishes, the steam coming out of these statues turns to fire. And the area is now filled with flame. Though you do have some time before it, before it fills back up with water. What do you want to do?
Oswin's going to be rash and shoot forward to try to get to the door as far as possible.
Run through the flames?
He's going to do a spell beforehand.
Okay.
And run.
Alright, so you run through the smashing ceiling trap, which is still in the process of resetting. Hitting the flames head on.
I throw a guidance on him.
Guidance, alright. And absorb elements gives you resistance, right?
Inspiration.
I posted the spell, so wait, no, spell description right there. There we go.
Okay.
Thank you for the guidance.
Yeah, resistance. So the flames are quite hot.
Yep.
You would be struck by them for, I guess with resistance, that would be, what, 16? No. 17? 18? 18. Yeah, 18 points of fire damage. It's very hot. But you run through to the other side, where it is still hot, but not as hot. And you have a moment before they continue to burn you. What are you going to do?
I spend another... I'm going to try to unlock the door.
Thieves' tools?
Correct.
Alright, so this is a complicated lock, DC 20, which you would get. So the door will open. A bunch of water kind of at your feet starts flowing inward. And you see a hallway going about 20 feet, which ends in some sort of massive chasm, in the center of which there is an island that is seemingly just floating there. What do you want to do? Floating in the middle of the chasm. Water is flowing past you quickly now. Luckily, the hallway wasn't full, or there'd be quite a bit more force behind it. But it's just kind of pushing against the lower part of your body. And the rest of you see this as well. Though the area in front of Oswin that he just ran through is still filled with fire.
I'm gonna search around to see if there's a way to disable the trap. While shrugging to the other teammates, searching the walls and whatnot.
Give me an active perception.
And I'll use that bardic.
Okay. So 19. So there's some stonework nearby. Some of it seems hollow, and you are able to find what looks like a lever on the inside of it. You want to pull the lever?
Oh yeah.
All
I'm
right.
not even thinking, it's just pull the lever.
So you pull the lever, and indeed these statues do stop spitting flame. You would notice the stonework trap also stops raising, like in the middle of its reset, and it just kind of is like halfway triggered now. Like you turned everything off.
Are the spheres still able for me to pick up from the dust of dryness, or did they get pushed down the passageway?
So they probably, if you're looking for them at this point, they probably got pushed away with the water.
Okay.
They're probably gone. They probably fell into the massive chasm that's down the hallway that all the water is flowing into.
Now what? He's got his arms woken. Like, well, what are we doing now? To the rest of the party. Matt, you're still muted.
And I'm like, oh shit! All right, and I start walking over to him.
Yeah, is the fire still going?
No.
No, shut up.
Sweet. Yeah, I'll walk over. Yeah,
Yep.
walk over.
Over.
All right, so you
And,
come down the hallway. The water is still pushing you a little, but luckily the amount that you got rid of made it so it's not flowing in as fast. So it's pushing, but not enough to like sweep you off into the chasm or anything. Like I said, at the end of the hallway, there's sort of a large underground chasm with a little island floating in the center. As you get closer, you think there is some sort of chest on the island.
I say, do you want me to fly over there to the island?
let me tie a rope around your waist, just in case there's magical protections there.
If you think it'll
Fly,
help. All right, so I guess I fly over after he ties the rope.
Go slow, cautiously.
I do it cautiously.
Yeah.
Alright, let me check.
Oswald is checking out the area. See if there's anything unusual. Traps. Because that looks like a trap of shiny island of specialness.
Yeah, this definitely seems a little iffy to your sensibilities.
Lou, what does it look like?
The island?
Yeah, like... You
It
said
just
it's
looks
just like-
it looks like a bunch of dirt. Though if you look down below it, like in the chasm, there's no supports on it. It just seems like it's floating.
What's
which-
above it?
Above it, there are a bunch of rocks. Like there's probably about 30 feet above it. There's just like basically the ceiling of the cave, if that makes sense.
Okay. And this thing's just floating there. It's not like held up by anything. Seems like nothing's powering it to float.
Yeah, that's what's odd about it. It's just kind of floating there in the middle of space.
Okay.
Alright, so you said you're flying over Toadleaf?
Yeah.
Alright. Yeah, you fly over the gap, which you see goes further down than you can see with your dark vision. What, are you landing on the island?
Yeah. No, I'm gonna like hover right above the island.
Okay.
I don't feel safe landing.
Alright, so you're hovering there. And yeah, like I said, you see some sort of chest.
Well, is there anything else of interest that I could maybe see besides the chest?
Not really. There's just like this dirt island, as I said, kind of floating here, and there's the chest. That's pretty much the only things you would notice.
Okay.
Unless you
yeah,
want to do like an active check.
I mean, I guess it wouldn't hurt to try, maybe an active check.
Okay.
There we go.
No, yeah. I mean, other than the island floating in space, nothing seems out of the ordinary.
Mm-hmm. All right. So I'm gonna go up to the chest and I'm gonna poke it. I'm gonna poke the chest.
Alright, so you poke at the chest. Nothing seems to happen. The chest is locked.
All right. I guess I try to look for some traps around it or anything. See if anything seems weird about it.
Let's see. So one thing you'd notice. Actually, wait. No, you wouldn't notice that. Never mind. I mean, it's just yeah. You're not very good at. Would know that you're not the best, most observant person. So, yeah. This seems odd, but nothing seems out of the ordinary to you.
Right. I try to land now, and to see if anything happens. I'm trying to be cautious though.
All right. So you land on the island, which does seem to be supporting you. Nothing changes.
Grab the
I
chest.
say, I'm worried about grabbing the chest. I against my party's wishes there, I say, it seems clear up here. Would you like me to send the rope?
Or use the rope to tie it around the box.
Okay. Yeah.
What do we need to come over for?
I mean, I don't want to touch this box. I don't want to mess with. Okay,
Bro,
all right,
if you want
yeah.
me to just go land on this island, I can't fly like you.
Damn it. Okay.
This thing's gonna fall out from underneath you, dude. I don't trust it. You fly.
I guess I tie the rope around the box and then fly back.
All right.
I mean, I got Featherfall.
So you, they throw you a rope and you tie it around the box or the chest, I should say.
I tie it around the chest. Yeah, real good. And yeah, I say you have to tug on the rope. I'm not going to try to pick it up.
Let me know when everybody's ready. Hunt, will you be so kind to pull, since you are our strength?
I'll help too.
And I think all of us should.
Let me check. Oh wait, we're over time actually. Maybe I should do this next time then. I was gonna check something in my notes, but yeah, we are actually over time. So why don't we do MVP and we can finish this next week?
Mm-hmm.
Didn't you do this in the other game, Ophelia?
Yeah, I think so.
I think
Actually,
you guys did this in the Tuesday.
Yeah, that's why I've been keeping my mouth shut, is going, okay, what can I remember and what can I not say?
All right.
I have no idea what.
Oh,
Yeah,
I do.
I think a couple of them did this already in the other game.
Radu
did
was the one
remember
that did
the,
this.
the heated water, and I remember the cleansing.
All right, so Juan with 2 votes, you are MVP.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Good job.
Yay! All
Who
right.
was the journalist this time?
The journal is
Is me.
Oswin.
Oh, okay. No,
No, just kidding.
Osmond did it last time.
It's Beans.
Bean. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
good
shit.
game, everyone.
Yeah.
and again, appreciate you guys listening to me fucking talk way out of shit.
Dude, you were
Appreciate
awesome.
everything. I appreciate all the shit that you guys are good at.
Did
Teamwork.
you see the message I sent you, Mikey?
I did,
All right.
and I'll get on that. Yeah.
All right, I just want to check.
Like
in
I
on
said,
that.
there's been some shit going on. I apologize, but you know we always square up. So
Yeah, that's fine. I just want to make sure. Yeah, that you knew that.
I do now.
Well,
I'll appreciate it.
I'm just taking some notes, but yeah. Otherwise, you guys are free to hang out or take off if you want. Good game.
Bye, guys.
Have a
See
good
y'all.
one.
Night, guys. Good game.
Good game.
Peace.